Hi, my name is Megan Moore, and I'm answering for the video essay questions for digestion. So our digestive system, it has basically a nervous system for its own. It's called the enteric nervous system, and that is basically an important subdivision of the autonomic nervous system. So what happens when you enter into a house that smells like good food? That is when we enter the first phase of digestion, which is called the cephalic or the reflex phase. And basically that's the brain. Its receptors are being stimulated by the smell of the food. And so it sends those messengers down to your digestive tract, and that's when your stomach receives those messengers and it starts contracting, and that's why we start to feel hungry. Our body is preparing for digestion. So the second phase we go through is when we start to eat, and that's basically when swallowed or semi-digested food, it activates the gastric activity. So it's being stimulated by stretching the stomach and increased pH levels of the content of the food. And that is also stopped when there's low pH detected, which means you're probably not eating anymore, since food increases the pH levels. And so the next phase we enter into after that is the intestinal phase, and that's when the food that starts to turn into chyme, which is a paste-like digested food substance. It's the chyme enters into the duodenum, which is the beginning part of the small intestine, and that activates or stimulates the intestinal phase by the small intestine or the duodenum secreting the intestinal gastrin. And what that does, like as soon as the intestinal phase is also quickly stimulated, it's also quickly inhibited, because it does that so that way the small intestine isn't basically overwhelmed with all the chyme entering into it. And so the duodenum will moderate that gastric activity through hormones and nervous reflexes. Thank you.